Milky Tube.
Do you really love me?
You know I do. Camille, I love you with all my heart.
Why'd you do it? I told you to keep your mouth shut. If anything happens to Rachel, it's going to be your fault.
Hey, honey, calm down. It is too late now.
Oh, Daniel. Why'd you have to go spoil everything? We had it so good here.
I couldn't help it. Marnie started yelling at me, saying all kinds of things. I feel better after telling Rachel. Much better. I couldn't take it anymore. I'd watch Max after Rachel all the time, knowing he killed Tony. I didn't think it was fair.
Are you going to be happy if something happens to Rachel or the baby?
Really, that's why she fainted? Because Daniel told her that Max and Larchmont were the same guy?
Yeah. Is it true, Dad? Daniel says that you already knew. Yeah, did you know or not?
Yeah, I knew.
And you didn't say anything? I went to jail because of him. And Tony disappeared after Larchmont called him. How come Rachel didn't recognize his voice on the phone? He's called several times.
I don't know, honey. Maybe he had somebody else call for him. Look, Marnie, I really don't care about anything right now except Rachel and the baby. Okay.
Any news yet?
No.
Oh, no.
Doctor, what happened in there? They're both very weak.
Is the baby alive?
Yes, it's a baby girl.
Oh, how wonderful. Is she okay?
It's better to say right now. It's a very critical time. She was hardly 7 months along. We have her in the incubator right now.
How's Rich?
Well, she's doing all right. We just have to be patient and hope there aren't any complications.
Can we see her?
I'm afraid not. She's recovering right now. Maybe tomorrow morning. Look, why don't you all go home and relax and come back tomorrow morning? There's nothing you can do here tonight.
No. I'm staying.
Can we see the baby? Just to look at her, just for a moment, please.
Okay, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm. Come on with me.
Oh, let's go.
Milky Tube.
Oh, man! How's Rachel?
Well, she's very weak right now, but we're hoping she's going to recover. James, she had a little girl.
Oh, that's wonderful news, man. That's wonderful. How is she?
Well, she's in the incubator right now because she's so tiny, but she's just precious. She's precious.
I'll pray for her, man.
You do that, James. That's great. Mom, you should be getting some rest.
So should you.
I will, in a bit.
All right.
Would you like some warm milk, man?
No, I'm tired enough to go on to sleep. We have a little girl.
Yes, that's wonderful. Have a good night's sleep, ma'am.
I am so worried about Rachel.
Me too.
And I'm worried about Daniel, too.
Why?
Who knows what Max is going to do once he finds out Daniel said something?
I'll take care of that.
How?
Don't worry. All right. Which one of you idiots told Rachel I was Larchmont? Which one? I did. You did. You see?
You bastard!
Sit down. Now you listen to me, Martine. You're going to go to the hospital tomorrow. You're going to tell Rachel you made all this up. You understand me? Huh? Hijo de perra, you're going to pay for this.
Milky Tube.
Good morning, ma'am. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Yes, I did, thank heaven. Where's Max?
He left early this morning, ma'am. I suppose he went to the hospital.
Well, I know he was worried.
Yes. Oh, and last night I called Camille. I told her the baby was born. And she says that they'll be on their way home immediately.
That's wonderful. Oh, would you have a car brought round? I'd like to go to the hospital.
Certainly, ma'am. Hello, Stockdail Residence. May I help you?
Good morning. May I speak with Rachel Stockdail, please?
Who may I say is calling?
A hairdresser.
Mrs. Stockdail isn't available right now.
Who is it?
One moment, please. It's her hairdresser.
I'll take it. Hello?
Good morning. I have some very important news for you.
Who is this?
Don't you recognize my voice? It's David Larchmont.
David Larchmont?
Who's this?
This is Victoria Stockdail. What have you done to my son? Where's Tony? It's David Larchmont.
The same man that kidnapped Tony?
Yes, and he said he had something very important to tell Rachel. Go and get Max and get him over here right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Milky Tube.
Can we come in? Yes, Bruce is away.
Rachel. Oh, Angel.
How do you feel, Rach? I want to see my baby.
Not yet, Rachel. You're much too weak.
Dr. Moore, please, just for a minute.
Later.
How is she?
She's a lot better than expected. We have to be patient, though. She's not out of the woods yet.
No, God can't take her away, too. He can't do it. Don't worry, Rachel. He won't. She'll be okay.
How is she? She's better. Hi.
Call the police.
Police? Why?
Because he killed Tony.
No, Rachel. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You killed him. I know you did. Dad, Max is David Larchmont.
That's not true. What are you talking about?
It's true.
Mr. Hauser, someone called from your house. They said you have to go back right away.
Sí, gracias.
Rachel, honey, where did you come up with such a crazy idea?
I always knew it. I knew it, Max. You killed it. I want him to go to jail.
Okay, please. I think you should leave.
Max!
Leave now, please.
You prove the sedative.
Just please leave. Now, would you all please leave now?
Please go.
No, please leave.
Okay.
Take it easy. But you must relax.
Rachel.
Take it easy. Just take it easy. Calm down.
It's all a lie in there.
No, it's not, Max. That was at Annie's house.
I've never even been to Annie's
Yes, you have. I was there. You said you were David Larchmont.
I don't know what you're talking about. You must have been drunk as usual. And I swear, Peter, if you open your mouth, if you say anything, I will tell everyone that Rachel never married Tony. Why do you want to complicate things? Why do you want to make things difficult? Think about it. Think about the baby. What's he want, Catherine, to be known as Tony Stockdail's daughter?
Max, what's going on? Rachel's insisting on calling the police.
I have no idea, Oscar. She's hallucinating.
And she keeps saying you're David Larchmont.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what's wrong with her. But I think she's a very disturbed young woman. And it's my recommendation that you get a team of specialists in there and have her checked out.
That's a very serious accusation, Max.
I'm really scared, Dad. What if Rachel calls the police? Everything's gonna explode. He's gonna explode. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, Marnie. I'm just so sick and tired of this whole damn thing.
Yes. May I speak to Carla or Mara, please? Mr. Tony Stockdail.
Un momento.
Hello, this is Maura. Who is this?
A friend.
Why did you announce yourself as Tony Stockdail?
Well, because I'm calling on his behalf.
That's sick. Tony's dead.
No, he's not.
I won't do it. I'm not gonna tell Rachel that it's a lie because it's not.
Sometimes you have to tell a lie.
And sometimes you have to tell the truth.
And what good is the truth going to do you when you're in jail?
Pero no lo voy a hacer. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you too, eh? And even though I hate to admit it, you got guts, Daniel.
But it's not about guts, Martin.
No?
I just don't want that bastard to get away with it. That's all.
Vaya tú.
Hold on. When are you going to see Rachel? You have to convince her this was all a lie.
About what?
Daniel doesn't know?
Yes, he knows. And it wasn't Martin that told Rachel it was Daniel.
No, it had to have been somebody more stupid than Martin.
You may be a big shot here, huh? But you ain't my boss. And if you keep pushing, you're gonna find something that you ain't gonna like.
Shut up! Shut up and sit down. All of you.
Sit!
Now, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you're all going to go to jail. Understand? Now, let me tell you the situation. I can easily say that you're all lying. I can easily say that I never said I was David Larchmont. You're all a bunch of lowlifes. Who do you think they're going to believe? Your word's not worth a damn around here. Got it?
You know, my friend Peter knows too, and he will tell.
Your friend Peter is a drunk, and he runs a shady business in San Francisco. The police aren't going to believe him either. Now, if you don't convince Rachel that this was all a lie, I'll have no choice but to call the police and turn her in.
Who? Senora Mrs. Rachel?
That's right. Her and her whole family. Now, you must all know by now that Tony never married Rachel.
She's not his wife?
No. Not according to a court in San Francisco, she's not. She faked the whole marriage. She set it up as a hoax. And after the fake wedding, Rachel had her partner sabotage Tony's helicopter. And it went down. Now, you have to know I was telling the truth with that, and I am telling the truth with that now because you found him. After that, when the news of Tony's death spread, Rachel showed up claiming to be Tony's widow.
And how come Senor Bostoni never said a thing when he came back?
Because he had amnesia, stupido.
I don't buy that.
I don't give a damn what you buy. Look, all I'm saying here, people, is you better correct the situation pronto, or I'm going to call the police and I'm going to tell them everything. And Rachel and her whole family and all of you will go to jail. Simple as that.
So will you. You will go to jail too.
Yeah, why's that, smartass?
Because you told us you were David Larchmont. You paid us to be accident victims. And Marnie was in jail because of you.
But then that's not all. Rachel knows that Tony disappeared as soon as he got a call from Larchmont.
Take the chance. Go ahead. Just understand this. I have a lot of money, and I have a lot of connections. Chief of police is my best friend. The governor is too. You are all a bunch of lowlifes. And Rachel's an imposter. What do you think they're going to believe? Matter of fact, why don't you go find Peter? Ask him. Ask the old drunk if Rachel ever married Tony. See what he says.
It was a prank, ma'am. Someone read it in the paper and...
That's impossible. David Larchmont's name was never in the newspaper. The police didn't want it there. Andrew! Oh.
How are you?
Oh, dear.
How's everyone?
Well...
Good morning, sir. Good morning, James. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, sir. Take it to his usual room, please.
Which one is it?
I'll show you. Follow me. Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd drop in and see how things were going.
I'm glad you did, dear. Do you know that Rachel gave birth to a little girl yesterday?
Well, how's that possible? She was only in her 7th month.
I know. The baby was born prematurely. She's in an incubator right now. Andrew, I hope she's going to be all right. I hope she's alive.
Don't worry, Victoria. She's going to be just fine.
And something else has happened, too.
What's that?
Max, David Larchmont called.
David Larchmont? That's not possible, Ma.
Well, he did. He just called. James, what time did David Larchmont call?
Around 9, ma'am.
Right, and he asked for Rachel. He said it was very important. When I got on the line, he hung up. That's the reason we haven't gone to the hospital. James and I have been waiting for him to call back, hoping he'd call.
It's probably just a crank.
What exactly did he say?
Well, James answered, and he asked for Rachel. And he said he was her hairdresser. And I thought that sounded suspicious, so I got on the phone, and he said, "Do you recognize my voice?" And I said, "No." And then when I told him who I was, he hung up.
Tony had told me that David Larchmont called before, saying that he was Rachel's hairdresser.
That's not possible. None of this is possible.
Well, it certainly is. I know he called here for money. I know he did. It wouldn't be the first time a kidnapper's waited months to let the victim's family know. Oh, God, I just pray that Tony's all right. I suppose that would be a miracle, wouldn't it?
Well, we have to go to the police right away.
No.
What do you mean, no, Max?
No means no, Andrew. Look, from now on, we're going to do things the way I think they should be done. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't get involved, understand? And don't tell Rachel about any of this. She's in a very vulnerable condition, and we don't need to fill her mind with a lot of useless information. You got that?
Victoria, we have to go to the police.
Milky Tube.
I'm really scared, Dad. I'm really afraid. What if Rachel decides to go to the police? Max could end up killing all of us.
Marnie.
What?
Stop it, please.
Dad, he killed Tony. Why wouldn't he try to do the same thing to us?
Honey, we don't know if he killed Tony. When Max called and said he was David Larchmont, that was just to scare us with the accident thing, that's all. Honey, it's one thing, honey. It's one thing to break the law, but it's another thing to kill somebody. I broke the law hundreds of times. Sure as hell would never kill anybody.
You're not Max, Dad. I know that Max had something to do with Tony's crash. And when that didn't work, then he just made him disappear. He's a killer, Dad.
Marnie, what are we supposed to do, honey? Go to the police?
I don't know.
Marnie. Can we see her?
We just sedated her, actually. She's asleep right now. But you can see her later.
Daddy? I'm right here, darling.
We have to call the police. No. We have to tell them that Max killed Tony. Dad. You knew? You knew? Why didn't you say something?
Oh, Angel. Because Max said he'd just deny everything and he'd just tell everybody I was drunk and imagining things. Honey, he said that he would tell everybody that you're not married and that your baby's a bastard.
I can't keep my mouth shut anymore. It's not fair.
I know, honey.
It's not fair. Max has everything and Tony doesn't even have a clue.
Doctor said you shouldn't get excited, honey.
How's my baby?
Oh, his baby's fine. Fine, she's an angel just like her mom.
I feel so sorry for her.
Milky Tube. Milky Tube.